Hey all, Jenny here from Frugal for Less. In today's video, we're going to be talking about 7 easy, smart money saving strategies for women. Did you know that there are about 110 million Americans 18 and older who are divorced, widowed, or have always been single? That's almost half of the US population, and about 53% of these single folks are women. The average salary of a woman is about $40,000 a year, compared to a man's $49,000 a year. Now, I'm not going to get into a debate about the gender wage gap, but I'm going to show women how they can be smart with their money. Here are 7 strategies for women, whether they're single, married, divorced, or widowed. Number 1, manage your own money. No matter what your relationship status is, women need to know how to manage their own money. Learn how to budget, handle the bills, banking, and other financial obligations in your daily life. Leaving it to someone else, even your spouse, without understanding how to do any of it is a disaster in waiting. Why do I say this? Several important reasons come to mind. First, lack of control. Leaving your money for someone else to decide what's best for doesn't just deprive you of your power, but there's the potential for wrong decisions made. What if you wanted to get a car, but your caretaker thought it was more important to save for the house? What would you do? Number 2, trust issues. If you leave your money management to someone else, how do you really know that all your money there is accounted for? Life events. There's always a possibility of life events, illness, disability, divorce, that will impact the management of your finances. I personally know a few women who either got divorced or widowed that had no idea how to use a checkbook. Managing your own money is one part of being an independent, empowered woman. Paying off your debts. One major money strategy is to have a plan for paying off your debts. Paying off your debts will definitely provide more money in your bank account and gives you much more elbow room to do the things you really want to do. Not only do you need to pay off your debt, but you also need to prevent creating further debt. As much as I don't want to impress the stereotype, it's no secret that many women love to shop. Enacting a debt payoff plan and sticking to it, learning how to avoid impulse shopping, should be 2 strategies that you employ for getting out of debt. Start saving. You should start putting away into your savings while you're paying off your debts too. You should aim at having several types of savings accounts. An emergency fund, at least $1,000 set in your emergency savings account that you reserve for emergencies only. A retirement fund. Start planning for retirement early, especially if you're single. Financial goals. A savings account for things you'd like to have. A car, a house, vacation. The easiest way to start saving is to create a budget, tracking all of your income and expenses. This will give you found money which you can apply toward your savings. It's important to start saving for retirement as soon as you can. Having several savings plans give you peace of mind with money, helping fortify your budget by not needing to cut into it for emergencies, and sets you up for future financial goals. Number 4, don't let relationships interfere. Budding love can be blinding, and you might feel you're going to be with this one forever. We make big purchases for the new love, loan them money for things like car repairs, rent. To me, asking for money early in a relationship is definitely a red flag. Have a discussion early in the relationship about money and how it will be handled between the two of you. The same goes for married couples. If your spouse is a spender when you're trying to make ends meet, you need to nip that in the bud. Have a conversation on money issues and get on the same page. Number 5, take some financial risks. Stereotypical thinking assumes that women are more demure and quieter and don't want to make waves. Sometimes we as women were brought up that way, and sometimes old habits die hard. So it's time to break old standards and start taking more financial risks. Negotiating our salaries and raises. Check on payscale.com for the average salary of your job and discuss those. Don't forget to include benefits, perks, and retirement options. Accept bigger projects. Sometimes self-doubt can take over when we're offered bigger jobs or projects. We feel like we can't accomplish them, but you won't know until you try, and it's okay if it doesn't work out too. Move to where jobs and lifestyle are. Sometimes we stick close to where we feel comfortable, which can stunt our job opportunities and personal growth. Take a risk, move to where the jobs and life experiences are. Make investments. Don't be afraid to dive into an investment opportunity that presents itself and invest in apps like Acorns. Taking risks can be scary, but it can also be thrilling. Just remember, there are no failures, just lessons to learn. Step out of your comfort zone and try something new to improve your financial situation. Number 6, invest in a place. One way to secure your future is to invest in your own place. Whether it's a house or a condo doesn't matter, but it would save so much money compared to paying rent for an apartment. Another benefit would be able to rent out space on your property for extra income with opportunities like Airbnb. More and more singles are deciding to live together and share expenses. Number 7, plan for the future. No matter your relationship status, you should always plan for future. I've already talked about savings and retirement, but that's really only part of it. Many of us forget the smaller details, like having different insurance policies, naming beneficiaries, or even having a will. It's important to have a few insurance policies for yourself to ensure your financial security and well-being. Car, home, and rental insurance. These are no-brainers and usually required before being able to drive or own a place. Health insurance. You should have some type of health insurance to prevent huge medical debt in the future. Disability insurance. Whether it's an illness, a short-term disability, or a long-term disability, insurance will cover any income loss during this period. Now that you have these insurance policies in place, you should remember to also name your beneficiaries. Whether it's a partner or family member, name someone that will receive the benefits in the event of your passing. Make sure to have a will. Did you know that only 42% of women have a will? Writing a will shouldn't be expensive or even need lawyers and be typed on a fancy letterhead. A handwritten will, entirely written by you, in front of 2 notarized witnesses, is accepted in most states. We will link out to this article and share a link to LegalZoom, which will help you complete a will in just 15 minutes for a basic flat fee. And there you have it, 7 easy smart money strategies for women. These 7 money strategies for women were given a way to get ahead in an often biased world. Women don't have just the wage gap to deal with. They have to deal with men's mentality, that we're an inferior sex when it comes to money, talking about money. Did you know that 4 out of 10 households, women are the breadwinner? Women who negotiate their salaries end up earning $1 million more during their whole career. Women made up over 53% of the workforce. Only 5.2% of the unemployed were women. 1 in 3 businesses in America are owned by women. Women have slightly lower debts than men. Women have slightly higher credit scores than men. Let's widen the gap in these statistics and make our lives much more empowering and independent. Alright guys, that wraps up this video. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to share your thoughts and comment down below. Like this video and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.